So, thanks, Sunny. So maybe you can just turn on your video during this
Yes,
interview.
yes, I was trying to do that, but some issue happened. Hope you can see me now.
Yeah. Better. Okay. Sunny, maybe we can start with the brief of yourself.
Yeah, sure. So, first of all, I appreciate the opportunity to be here today. So, to start with the 7 years of product development experience, I have cultivated extensive experience in particularly in latest technologies, which is Java and J2E technologies, which including Spring Boot and microservices. My proficiency isn't just back-end focused. I have also embarrassed in front-end development, working with React.js. Okay, as an individual contributor in my team, in my daily responsibility is concentrated around the agile Scrum practices, tackling the tasks systematically through the Jira tickets. I also do have proficiency in CI/CD pipelines, Docker, Kubernetes. Uh, in a notable accomplishment recently in my project, I have completed the project with 35% increment in performance by means transferring a monolithic architecture to a microservices architecture where it significantly cut down the data processing time, also the efficiency to process huge amount of data by using event driven architecture. So beyond my this technical contribution, I'm also committed for developing others, dedicating time to give the training and also the several KT sessions to the interns and freshers whoever joining our team. In essence, I would like to mention I'm an avid learner. I love to learn and implement the same thing as per the project requirement. If you would like to know specific about the project, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer on the same.
No, that's really fine for now.
Yeah.
So, how about I understand like you have worked extensively on the backend side,
Yes.
Spring Boot,
Yeah.
and front end side also you have worked, which is on React.
Yes.
Okay. And which database you have used for?
Okay. Currently, we are using Postgres.
And before?
Before we have used NoSQL, also Mongo. Before that, we have used Oracle as well. So like that. Mostly, I have experience in SQL database only.
MySQL, you say?
MySQL, yes. I
Okay.
mean to say RDMS database, relational data only. Mostly I have done, but I have
Broadly, you have
worked.
used Oracle most.
Yeah, yeah. Currently, I am using Postgres.
That's okay. Okay. So in Oracle side, you're comfortable in a normal query, or you have written any procedural side programming as well?
Okay, so I have means I can write the normal query as well. Like and on top of that, we are currently using Hibernate JPA. So mix up working. Like if we are going for batch processing, sometimes we did not go for Spring Batch. We directly did JDBC batch processing. In that case, we need to write the query, everything. So like that with respect to the requirement.
Okay. So, so I believe I this is your second interview. First interview, you would have understood more about the organizations or your kind of what we are doing here. Any query towards that before we proceed further, or how it is?
Yeah, I have asked before. They said ki there will be an means the whole system is like almost similar to what I am working. There will be a Spring framework. With that, we will be getting new requirements, and on top of that, we need to develop according to the requirements. Am I correct, or you want to add on top of it some more points?
I quickly, in a nutshell, I'll just brief you again, maybe, okay, so that it
Okay,
may give
sure.
you more insights to it.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So, we know like we are MayBank and work for the MayBank products, which are more analytical and risk intensive. Okay.
Okay.
So these are basically the solutions broadly implemented in Java technologies, and they help us bank basically to understand how well they are doing. How well bank is doing, whether any caution has to be taken, all those ways. Okay. It's not dedicated to customer, but for the bank.
Okay.
Just to give an example, like if you go and take any car loan, home loan, right?
Hmm.
They let you know this is the interest rate, for example.
Okay.
So that is the interest rate using which they are taking benefit of them as well, right? That's how that interest rate gets up because you pay the EMI, you pay interest plus principal both. Means you pay more than what you have uh, procured for.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much you are going to be charged extra, that is where bank earns or
Yeah.
bank sees their profit or loss. So these solutions kind of help bank to understand that part. This was very well simple and a very straightforward example try to give you. Okay.
Okay.
Now, coming to tech stack, like we know any Java product basically is having UI layer, your backend layer, and your middle layer.
Did it.
So from UI side, there are the two flavors we work with. It's either JSP, JS based project based implementation, or
Okay.
it's a React based other side.
Okay.
Now coming to your middle layer, that is where we work either in Spring Framework or Spring Boot,
Okay.
and with a combination of Spring Batch jobs and all.
Okay.
Okay. And coming to third layer, which is purely our database, that is we use here Oracle.
Okay. Okay.
So in Oracle, being a banking system, we do a lot of processing, handling, fine tuning, and all those things. That is where PL SQL comes into picture, other than your normal querying part.
Okay. 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 Yeah. Got it.
So yeah. So this brief about what we work and what all flavors we have.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, we'll move forward.
Yeah. Sure. Please.
Okay. Okay, I just say let's take the same thing, right? Let's say any application will have three layers to it. We know. Now,
Yes.
say for example, we would have developed a banking application where I just give the account number of the customer and it gives me all the portfolio details of that account
Okay.
holder.
Okay.
Oh, their details, their bank details, their native details, everything. I mean,
Hmm. Hmm.
okay. Now, take a use case like where you are I have visited to you in a bank, okay,
Hmm.
and I asked, okay, give me the my account details, my current balance, for example, okay. So you ask my customer ID or my bank account number, you pass in that value, and you click on submit.
Okay.
Okay. Now, getting response to you is coming after 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can imagine like what you will do for those 15 minutes looking at the customer. Okay,
Yeah.
that
So
becomes very frustrating.
it will be a very bad
It's a user.
experience from customer end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not customer. It's basically you as a end user, bank user. Basically, you are the one who is facing the issue with the system. Customer is still not coming to picture.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this now you basically report that issue to respective product line,
Okay.
and that is where now issue comes to you when where you are as a developer or you are as a support engineer, whoever. Okay.
Hmm.
Now finally this issue will come to dev. We know.
Hmm.
So where to see what went wrong where. Okay. So I
Okay.
want to understand how would you approach this problem. So you understood the problem, right? What the problem is.
Yeah, but just let me once summarize the things. So the thing is, uh, I have an application where bank person only trying to search some customers account, how much is there in the account or what is the account history. Okay. Now while internally an API call will be getting triggered for that particular customer, once it is getting triggered, it is taking lot of time to give the result. It is taking
Hmm.
almost 15 minutes,
Hmm.
suppose say. Okay, now how can I when it came to us, like why it is taking this much time, how can I start debugging the issue and what are the approaches we can follow, correct?
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so um, in this case, the okay, so backend I have few questions like backend some logging system will be of course there, right? So we will be having some Splunk log or some ELK, something like that. It should be there, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so first of all, I will progress with the log. okay, where it is taking the time. So as you mentioned at the first, we are using mostly Spring or Spring Boot, right? So multi-threaded environment we can easily handle, but still if we can see, at least extract the start time and the end time when the processing has been started and why the delay is occurring, if any intermediate steps are getting processed and which is causing mostly the delay, at that time we will start trying to do that. Okay, then next thing is like we need to check the CPU as well, the performance, heap dump, and like if we have any actuators, in that case we can see like how much CPU or disk uses is happening for that particular system. This one we need to check in the production system only. Okay, if the resource is having lot of load and the actual size of the CPU is very less, in that case definitely it will be slowing down. So in that case we need to improve from the CPU uses, kind of this kind of things. Okay, then we can see one more thing from our coding perspective as well. Like if we examine the API request and response, which one we are trying to send and get the data. So there, if we are calling mistakenly so many transactions, maybe we are means, or maybe we are waiting for one transaction to complete and then another transaction is getting processed. So that means coding part we can like we can improve actually with respect to the business logic. Okay, and I mean to say we can optimize our application code actually. Then um, Mm, what else we can
I
do?
mean, what tools basically you use? See, there are three layers we talked about, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Once you hit the request from the UI, it
Hmm.
goes to the backend.
Yes.
Now, backend is where your Java code, business logic, everything is there.
Yeah.
Third layer becomes your DB. From there, finally, it goes and queries the data from your backend for that account. Assume there will
Okay.
be a backend table, right, for this account holder.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, means at each layer, have you choose any process monitoring tool which helps us to identify what the root cause and where the root cause is?
So first of all, I told na logging we should check. So if we have any ELK like Elastic Search Kibana, from that we can see if internally some process are going means working fine or not. Or else we can do one more thing. We can implement some cache, and but in that case for particular user we need to search, right. So cache will be not going to means it won't be going to help much because we cannot store all the informations of the uh, all the users in one place, right. So that's the thing. Again we can check the query performances also. uh, can you please explain me somewhat more? Maybe I am distracting myself. If you can give some more insights, means am I going to the correct path or am
No,
I?
no,
No,
you
no,
are
you
going
are going
correct
correct
direction
action
only.
only.
But
Okay.
I
But I
want you
want you
to
to
look
look
at
at
each
each
level
level
wise.
wise.
UI is
UI is
one.
one.
Let's say once
So
you
once
hit
you
the
hit the
call,
call,
how do you know? Means
means
three
three
layers are
layers
there
are
where
there where
potential the
potential the
issue is.
issue
You
is.
need to find out where the issue is and how to fix it. So we
Okay.
are trying to find out now where the issue is first of all.
Okay.
Whether
Okay.
it's a
So.
network issue or UI framing issues, I mean UI side issue. How do you
Yeah.
track that? Do you use any tools for that? Second thing comes to your backend sync. Means which API taking call? How do you profile your code? Means how do you fine tune where this code has gone wrong?
Okay.
Logging
Okay.
is one answer I understood. What else?
Okay, so from front end layer, if I am thinking, in that case, I will look into first the console and the network portion of the, means once we will do inspect the page, right? At that time, we can see, like in the network portion itself, if we check the network activity log from the means developer tool, so in that time, we can see how much delay it is there for the request or the response, how much time is coming. Okay, so that we can do. And mm,
That's okay. We'll just move next year.
okay.
Okay. Now, just let's take this example. So you have worked on Spring Boot, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you know what is exception handling. How do we handle this in Spring Boot?
Yes, yes. In Spring Boot, we can handle like controller level as well, and we can handle like a global level as well. So we do both of the things. Few common things we do it in global level, but most specific to controller, we make it in at the rate exception handler. We do it in controller level itself.
Okay. Now let's talk example. Let's take an same example. Let's say where you're passing one account ID,
Hmm.
which is going to be looked back in the database, finally
Okay.
giving you the response back. Okay. There's one API which is get API for you.
Okay.
Now, second API, once you get the response back, you may want to change certain fields out of those attributes
Okay.
that and push it back. So that for same account ID, it will update the details.
Yes. So that will be a different
So
API
net
for.
net, we are talking about two APIs, two REST APIs.
Yes.
One is to get it the account details based on account ID or
Yes.
account number.
Ah.
Second thing is you update the account itself,
Yes.
certain details of that. Okay.
Yes.
So can you just write a Spring Boot project at least, maybe start to end from Spring Boot application to your entity level. Okay. Two things just to take care of. First thing is all the syntaxes. Okay. Means the practices, whatever you have been following, good
Hmm.
practices that I'm talking about. Okay.
Okay.
And second thing is you can consider that the account details are coming from two tables. One is account itself, which is giving your account number, customer ID, your account available balance, and all. Okay.
Okay.
Second thing is account holders details, which comes from your account underscore holder. So you
Okay.
may want to share your screen, maybe. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I am.
So your yeah. So a response will come basically from the two tables internally.
Mm.
You're kind of joining.
Yes, yes.
So yeah. So those you can just can you just do the stub writing for same? Just take care of syntaxes and best practice whatever we have been following.
Okay, okay, okay. So, can I use means any ID or
Notepad is fine. This fine. This fine.
this fine, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I let me just note it down. You tell me if I am missing something. Okay. So these are two tables. Okay, and account table and account holder. Okay, and uh, I have it like two APIs I will be having. Okay. One is to get, so I did get mapping one to get the account details, right?
Yes.
Account details of an particular account holder.
No. See, these two tables. In the first table will
Hmm.
have the account table information. Let's say account number, available balance, your branch name, and all those things, right? City,
Phone number available balance and
branch name, branch
hmm,
IFC code, for example, right? This is very account specific details.
hmm, hmm. Okay.
Account holder will hold the details of what is the account holder's name,
Name,
account
address.
holder's address. Let's take two fields only.
Name, address, and I'm taking the phone number at least.
Yeah, yeah. So now what happens like whenever you get this hit this API mapping, it will give all these details to you
Hmm.
as a response.
Yeah. Okay. It will give me both these two means I need to join it somehow that I need to do. And in
Hmm.
case of means update, put or means what I need to update, what means everything or
Let's say account holder's address.
okay. Address. Only address means it will be in these, but okay, here should be one foreign key, right? So these two table that I need to think. Okay, this we can do maybe patch mapping as well. Okay, let me think now. In Spring Boot, how can I do the controller service and the DO architecture? Correct? Am I correct, Vashmi?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was speaking on mute.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah. So first I have this accountable. In that I have account number, available balance, branch name, IFSC code. I have another table account holder, which is name, address, and phone number of the account holder. Now I need
You can
to.
let's take time. Okay,
Hmm.
you can code once you're done with. You can let me know.
Okay, okay. And I have to do the two APIs. One is get mapping, another one is put mapping. In the get, we are going to get all the details, all the account details from the account table and account holder table by using join. Okay. And in the put mapping, we need to only update the address of this account address from the account holder table. So we need to do these full things using Springboard, using controller model this stuff. Okay, so let me first think on this table, like what will be this two table, but this is one table. Okay, so um, hmm, okay, so first let me create the model. Okay, I'm creating the model. In that case, I'm going with entity class, public class, account account table only, right? So let me account public class account, and in that suppose I have private ID. I'm declaring a private one account number, account, what else I have, branch name. Let me type branch name. Support. Okay. Now I will create an account holder. Another one. Okay. I will create private column ID name and address phone number. Okay. Now here I need to do, so this account holder will be there, right? So I need to do another one. This is supposed to the model representation. Now, if I think about the repository, so let me take this. Yeah, and I will take ID I need to take, right? So ID I have to take and just delete that, and I need to take public. Folder. Okay. So this is the repository it got created. Now I need to think about the business logic. Right. So let me think about the service focus. First, let me create with this activate service. Okay. So here I will implement the join this create service. Mm, I can mention it as bank service. Okay. Yes. Bank service. Okay. And this let me do the performance injection. Right. Right. Account deposit. Okay. Now I need to upload another one also. Okay. Account holder repository. Now this is fine. Now I need to, like, for getting the details of the employees, public account. Hmm. So, I need to get the details, right? So I will write get related details. In that I will pass loan ID this in the data. First account number. Account number. But what I can do it here is so let me first create these two things. Here I need to write the logic and this one more I will do. This will be right, but this one think what will be the things. So update and hold this in that I will keep the line ID and string only like this. Okay, so this also need to write something. So how can I do that? First let me think what so first I am creating the structure and then I am coming to this logic point of view. So the rest controller I am writing at the first. This bank service. What kind of things I can take on that is suppose let me take then I need to create this response entity I want to take from this response entity. I am taking it also. I'm taking it as well. Still, okay, let me take as a account details now. Suppose I have this account details, then get put account details and development here. And on that, let me take after that path variable. And that let me take one number. Yeah. Okay, this is whatever I'm getting it. Now what I need to do is I should have an account details class in that case. Details. Settings dot get account details, and that I will pass this account number. Okay, and I will return sorry, I should response entity of okay is English account details. This is one, and then let me upload with marking, and that suppose that's response entity, and then return output account details. Okay, anyway, this response entity will be no void. So let me keep it void. After that, the variable let me keep ID. So let me put that default variable, and let me take long ID. Long of ID, and then interval equals first ID. Let me take this one. Yes. Okay. Okay. In this, what I'm going to do is client service dot update account enter. In that, I'm going to pass ID and address. And ultimately, I'm going to return the response entity is dot okay. So this is the structure I have created. Okay, now let me think about the business logic that I'm going to write. So to get detail, and repository. Okay, that and empty. Here I will pass the already my account number is there, right? So I will pass the account number. Okay, or else or else if nothing is there, in that case what I can do is I can throw exception as well. Mm, mm, and exception. Okay, so now what is the thing is in the get pending, right? So this is just getting just getting the account details, not the things. Now what I need to do is um, account holder. Okay, account holder. And this what I'm going to do. So account holder. And that account. Um, that this is the account holder to be used. From here I need the account holder. ID amount. To that, see, one I got is GP to this one is to get only the account, correct? So to get the account holder details also we will get it. Now as I need that account details, that what no, not account details. Account details is
Yes, we can see it now. No?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So what I have done first, I have created the first I have created the model. So I have created two entity class. Okay, one is account, another one is account holder. In case of account, I kept account number as the primary key, and in case of account holder, I kept the ID as a primary key. Okay, and every time I'm doing an one-to-one mapping with the account holder, so that for each one account will be present, like that I am doing. So both the places I have taken the same mapping. Okay, now I have created two JPA repository. One is
Scroll a
account.
bit. No?
Yeah, up. Okay.
Yeah, entities. So
Yeah.
this is ID.
I have taken the Lombok dependency that I
That's
was
okay.
about.
That I'm not looking for.
Yeah.
So entity one to one is fine.
Yeah.
But why there is a cross dependency
Here in this account one,
uh,
or
or
here
above one?
above one.
Is it
Because
both way or it should ideally be one way?
it should be both way only. Otherwise, how can.
So
Okay.
what you're trying to achieve means from
So
your account number you are trying to look for your account holders details, correct?
yes. Okay. In that case, if you are saying like for our two these two scenario, like update the only this address and to get this account means we no need this one. We with this only it should be done.
That's fine. Just
Yeah.
I want to just check. Okay, come down, please.
Okay. So I have JPA repository, one account repository, and one account holder. Now I was trying to create this means I was trying to write the service layer. So where I have created these two methods. Okay. So get account details. I'm trying to get it find by ID where I'm passing this account number. If nothing is there, then I am throwing this exception. Okay. Now I was trying to write the other things like I need to now do the join, right? So here my idea is like first this method will get the details, like internally we will perform the join, correct, between those two tables. So using this JPS fetch, I want to fetch the account details with is account holder details. Because of that, this much is enough. But now I need to convert the means I should have here a DTO class, otherwise I won't be able to convert it to like proper the account number.
No, I
I need to.
understood this.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine. You go down, please.
Yeah. Now this is the REST controller I have written. So I have passed it as the path param. In case of get mapping, I'm just passing the path param. In case of put mapping, I am trying to pass the request body and as well as the path param.
That's all here. Anything down further?
No, nothing I have written.
Okay.
So I
So
was about to write the DTO and the service logic.
okay, how and where we have implemented the global exception handling?
Okay, here in this directly I have done. Okay, but this should not be the case. I could have write it like 1 minute. This is service one, right? So service one we can do it like this, but in case of controller usually we do it at the rate exception handling. I'm maybe I am not telling you that perfect like the syntax. So with that at the rate exception handling, and then we can write if any null pointer exception we won't get usually because mostly we use optional because of that. So suppose some exception I need to handle, that I can do it with at the rate exceptional handling, and then I can define it in this controller level itself. You want me to write one more?
Oh, that's okay. So you have written here controller, right?
Yes.
What is the difference in controller and REST controller basically?
Okay, so in case of Spring Boot, I think we always use this REST controller. In means a Spring framework we used to do. So there are some more features will be available in case of this REST controller. So internally, what it will be this uh, means. I will tell you 1 minute. Let me think once. I'm forgetting that that isn't kind of means it will take the at the rate controller plus the plus the response body. It will be the combination of those two. Yes, for REST controller. But in case of at the rate controller, we need to separately define it. Request body, what type of request body we are expecting, JSON or XML, that we need to maintain. But in case of REST controller, we can automatically do it, like if we are giving it.
Fine. So assume you have built this project. Okay.
Hmm.
Now you need to deploy it in a particular web server.
Okay, okay. So,
So what else is required for convert you? Means what will be the steps? Means let's say you just compile, you have this code with you.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
What will be your
Okay.
next steps?
Okay, so for these two things we need, like while creating the project, I'm considering pom.xml has been created. Suppose it is a Spring Boot project, in that only the Spring Boot version only we are mentioning, and all the Maven dependencies, everything we have added. Okay, like the test will be automatically added. Anyway, it is on web means everything will be added. Okay, now we need to think about the application.yml or application.properties also, where we are going to mention the DB related things. Okay, if some configuration, like for DB related means DB username, password, the URL, everything we are going to mention. So these are the prerequisite first we need to do. Then what we are going to do, if we are trying to run it with the embedded Tomcat server only, in that case we can just directly do the means directly do the run the Maven clean install, and then we can directly go for build. For production server deployment, we will usually use CI/CD pipelines, right? So for that, what we do, we have, suppose say I am having, no, not suppose say, I am going to create a Git, means Git repository, where I am going to push my code. Okay, once the code is pushed, after that the CI/CD will be getting placed. So inside CI, we will be having three stages. One is build, another one is test, and another one is scan. So in case of build, it will be means uh, building the things, like from the form, what are the
Where,
dependencies.
sorry, one thing. Where do I mention whether it's going to be a jar file or WAR file?
That we can do it in the form itself. That we can do it in the form itself.
And what will be the property to use for?
Yeah, I got it. 1 minute. Uh, in that Maven clean install also, hyphen jar we can give. That is the command part, but I'm forgetting that property. Um, 1 minute. Uh, it is. Uh,
That's okay.
uh,
We'll move next.
yeah, no,
So
I know that, but I'm
that's okay.
yeah, yeah.
What is the difference in
That,
JP
that,
and
that,
Hibernate
that is
basically?
that is that is the packaging one. Packaging, right? Inside packaging one we need to give. Correct?
Hmm.
Yeah,
And what is the difference in JP and Hibernate?
okay, so so ultimately everyone is internally using JDBC only. So on top of this JDBC layer, now we have this Hibernate, and on top of this Hibernate we have the JPA. Okay, so it's like some more implementation, like more features we can enable through JPA. Like we no need to write every time, like if I am considering simply like this find by ID, so I just have given here the ID, and I'm just going to write a custom method which is just find by ID. It will automatically sense, okay, here this ID is there, and automatically I need to write it. And in case of Hibernate, I need to create an entity class. I need to give the name same as the table name, and accordingly I need to means we can do the nomenclature also. If we want to make it as account holder ID, something like that, we can give at the rate name
Got
like
it.
that, and accordingly manually we need to do lot of tasks. So this is
So
a
you assume now there is a one collection, okay,
hmm.
of account holders, same collection. Okay. Now what we there's now we know, right, we have a account holder details, correct?
Okay,
Account holder assume has one more field called city and state.
okay.
State basically. Okay. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to find the total number of accounts for a bank.
1 minute. You want to find total number of accounts. Uh,
Accounts in a
This
bank.
okay,
Okay, so what you do,
okay.
and that is state wise.
That is what wise? Sorry.
State wise, I want. Let's say, for example, for Karnataka, there will be 1 million accounts.
Okay, okay,
For Delhi, there will be another 2 million accounts, likewise. Okay.
okay.
So you can think of there is a one object, whether you want to reuse the same or you can use a new one, also doesn't matter. So what we are looking at, there's a one collection of objects with you,
Hmm.
okay, where we wanted to arrange them in state wise and find the total number of accounts per state.
Okay. So I can have here the city also, correct?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Hmm. So I need to have that. So how I am going to write the code in means write the query in JPA or
No,
using Hibernate?
you can assume this is one your stream. Its a collection is already having the data
Yes, yes, that I got.
in
This
a
is having the
stream.
data.
Stream. So through stream APIs, how do you do that?
Okay.
One is through stream API, and same thing you can say there's a one table like this. You want to do it a table also, Oracle level.
Oracle level means SQL query or as well
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will do it with stream. Okay. First let me think from the stream only because in case of Oracle query I need to use absolutely the join. If account is the I will be getting the total number of accounts right in bank state wise. Total number of accounts means and state wise no why I need to use join this city is not an another table right so every time I need to check that okay now let me think from the stream programming perspective only so I have this list of accounts and I need to find the total number of accounts in the bank state wise using the stream programming. Mm, okay. Suppose I have it already this already this one. So in that case, what I can do? Mm, okay. So this one, suppose I'm thinking about it is means I'm not writing the proper syntax here. I'm taking this list is suppose say accounts only. Okay, and already it is having the data. Okay, accounts dot string. In that I am going to use the means grouping by only. Okay, so for that what I can do is dot dot collect
Yeah, yeah.
dot collectors dot sorry. Okay, now I need to group by sorry grouping by so this what I need to do I need to group by so I have by state I need to group by right so in that case suppose account dot the get here can I have the state as well right as you said
Yeah, yeah.
okay suppose otherwise I need to calculate the state so state and I will be doing the collectors um, collectors dot counting like that kind of I can and this one directly is it fine means if I'm thinking I'm going to return directly this only
Yeah, this should be okay.
yeah
You can just think of same in Oracle side now.
yeah okay Mm, what is it? Okay. So select count start account. No, group by I can use in that case. Group by state, something like that. Um, One minute, let me think somewhat. I actually means we should use group by only, but I think syntaxes are not so correct mostly. So I need to write the same thing in Oracle. Wait.
Do you know how do we compile a particular procedure?
How? Sorry.
How do we compile a procedure?
Procedure. Yeah, yeah. We can. 1 minute. We have. I have used. Like we can directly using that Oracle procedure name. Now I can directly include in my uh, means in my in the service layer itself, and with that we can do. I am forgetting the mm, uh, in syntax, but I have done it.
That's okay.
Yeah,
So, anyways, you need to brush up on those sites.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course, of course.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm more done from my side, Sony.
yeah, yeah.
Sohini. So it's a Sohini,
Sohini.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Sohini.
Sohini, anything you have a specific question, or otherwise you're good?
Okay, so if like I'm not asking you directly related to the 1 minute, sorry, I stopped the video somewhere. I just wanted to stop. Yeah, I'm just not directly asking you the interview feedback, but if still you can give me some idea like what are the other things, I will check that procedure one and anything else you want to add on top of that.
Uh, I means it's too early to say. Okay, to be very frank. Okay, because
Okay,
we hardly touched on any major topics or major areas.
okay, okay.
We touched upon very basic things.
Yeah.
But based on that, I can see like you need to just see more from the backend side. You seem to be okay,
Hmm.
but you should be doing much more in
Much
Oracle.
on that DB side, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So UI side and all those we did not discuss about.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but that's fine. Okay, okay. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much, Ashwini. Thanks. Bye.